Questions about the housing market on this day that the 30-year Treasury tops 5%. This is a big deal for our audience. It's a big deal for a homeowner or anyone looking to buy a home. How much will interest rates be a challenge to what you're trying to do in increasing access to affordable housing?
Well, thank you so much. I think you see, the President Trump is laser focused on housing affordability. He's focused on keeping our country safe, from a regime having a nuclear weapon, but also laser focused here domestically to make sure that the Americans can achieve the American dream. And so as we see the fluctuation in interest rates, we're also, looking at the regulatory environment to bring down burdensome regulations to make it easier for builders to build and for buyers to buy. So I'm grateful for the President's leadership, and at HUD, we're following that and encouraging localities to do the same.
You were pointing specifically to your rescission of the IECC, an energy efficiency requirement that the Biden administration put in place that you say added over $30,000 to building a home?
Yes, sir. So this is the final determination for 2024 during the Biden administration. Really, it's the International Energy Conservation Code, and it added up to $30,000 per project when builders are already building to these energy codes. And so we rescinded that to make it easier for builders to build, which will make it better for buyers to buy. On top of that, $100,000 in regulation and regulatory fees is added to the final price of a single-family home. That's not sustainable in our country. So we've been very focused on bringing down the regulatory environment, making it easier for builders to build, better for buyers to buy, and raising the supply in our country.
We're having a big conversation in America right now about affordability. We talk about it on the air all day, whether it's $4 a gallon gas, although where we are, you've probably seen, Mr. Secretary, it's above $6 in California, which is pretty wild. But the cost of everything from food to gas is an issue for Americans. Making your mission that much more urgent, but also more difficult, no?
Well, like I said before, the President is laser focused on domestic policy. From the time he was campaigning to the time he came into office, he said, we're going to make it more affordable in America. And I know personally, being in the cabinet and knowing the President, working with him, that to be able to help Americans to afford to buy a home, to buy groceries, to buy medications is top of mind for the President. And so you see the actions that have been taken, the rescission of these regulatory environments, the taking down of burdensome regulations to help American people is a great priority for the President and myself. And so while it may seem to be difficult, we've made great strides, but there's still a lot of work to do.
We're out of time, Mr. Secretary, but how many houses can you build if you stay with President Trump for the remainder of this term? How many affordable units can you add in this country?
Well, we're going to add many, and in particular with opportunity zones, there's already been 400,000, so we want to duplicate that and do even more.